just another add-on to Matt's theory, which is basically continuing off of what I basically just said. Like, the thing is, he's tricking Fazbear Entertainment. He's not tricking us, because, I mean, all this stuff all this stuff that seems like a lie and all that, that's just on the surface. That's all on the surface. Most people who just play the game to play the game, they're not going to think twice about this stuff. They're just like, yeah, it's a game. I'm gonna play it and all that. They're not going to be looking into literally everything, trying to figure out all the secrets and whatnot. And and it's the same with what Fazbear Entertainment would be doing. I mean, they don't care about what goes into this game. They just care if it's enough to distract people. Distract most people from the truth. And to make themselves look good. They're not going to care about everything. They just care about if it's a game that lies to the people and tricks them into believing them, rather than all these crazy theories and whatnot. Not. And I feel like I keep repeating this, but I'm just repeating myself. But they're not going to be looking deep into their game. They're not going to. Crap! I had the wording. Just a second. Wait, they're not going to fact check to see that everything's wrong. We've seen them do that sort of thing with Fnaf VR. We've seen it, cause they're not digging deep into this whole thing. They're still concerned about that, but they still try to distract you from it. Like I think if you find the tapes and whatnot, I think if you start up the game again or something like that, I don't know for sure, but I know when you find the tapes, they'll be like, there might be some objects or whatever stuff left over from development, and we encourage you not to mess with any of that stuff or something like that. Like they're not even deciding to go in. They're not trying to check their game and make sure the developers, namely and mainly the specific developer, Scott, is trying to put something in. Well, Scott, or even that woman who made the tapes in the first place, are trying to sneak anything in to they're trying to sneak anything to get the truth out. They're not going to try and do that. All they care about is that on the surface, because I don't think they expect anybody to really, when everything looks all innocent, it seems innocent. It just seems like no, these games are just really spooky. They're fun. You play them. They're a game. There's nothing secret about them. There's no hidden secrets or anything like that. It's just a normal game. These are just like Fnaf 3. Fnaf 3, the horror attraction. The whole point of the horror attraction was to make a whole spooky, funny thing based on all the suspicion and whatnot of the franchise. Like, Like, seriously, they are literally trying to distract us from the truth. But while they're doing that, trying to do that, people working on the game like Scott and that woman on the tapes, that mysterious woman who is going unnamed at this point in time, and they're sneaking in all the hidden lore and the truth behind it all. For people like us who are determined to figure out the story, to figure out the secrets, to uncover the truth of this entire conspiracy, I guess, or this entire whole thing. Like, this is just, I'm mind-blowing myself at this point. It's like, this isn't scripted. I didn't write anything down for this. This is literally just a few minutes after I did the initial reaction. This is all. I'm coming up with it as it appears in my mind. Kind of like what I do with my comics and animations and all that. But seriously. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh my god. The thing, cause I don't think Fazbear Entertainment is going to expect people. Like I said, they're not going to expect people to, something like. I feel like that's what FNAF World. Matt even said that's what FNAF World was for. Because, like, it's all strange. It's out of nowhere. Just like, wait a minute, this isn't FNAF. This isn't our silly. This isn't our crazy, spooky, horror stuff. This is just, like, silly, happy. Just your typical. This is literally just your typical. Random RPG that's just made to be fun and for people to play it. Like, there's really nothing, really compelling story and whatnot. It's just there to be played. But when you look deeper, when you really look at the game closely. Like what Matt said. Theorists like him were turned off from the game. Just because it was a whole lot of just silliness and all that. I mean, obviously we have some interesting stuff. But at first, nothing that seems too interesting to the lore. Well, when you go deeper and actually try and find some, like, really try to get something from it, it all starts to come together. And that's basically exactly what Matt's doing, and that's exactly what Scott's trying to get us to do. Dude, he's trying to give us these facts, the truth, but not have Fazbear Entertainment know about it. Like, I mean, video games Scott within the FNAF universe, not real life Scott. I'm not going crazy here. I'm not saying that Fazbear Entertainment is a real company, unless it is. I highly doubt it, but if it was, then that's a little concerning. But I doubt we would that'd be in the history books. That'd be in the history books by far. They'd be talking about it in school, but they don't. So it's most definitely not real. Just wow. Just wow.